And we sold something that the prices are going up on lately, I've noticed, and some things that I'm going to start looking for more and more. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Welcome to the Commonwealth Cabin. We're happy to have you here. And I took a day off and I came back to, I think, 27 sales, $631, plus a couple on the Homeschool Hustler store as well on their account. So pretty good, but I have a lot of work. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take maybe a third of them or so and throw them into tomorrow's sales and batch them up a little bit so I don't have to work quite as hard today. It looks like Blue Ridge Mama and the kids just got home. I think what happens when I go off to school is they all plot against me to figure out a way to keep this little cat. And I've noticed the cat wasn't here yesterday. So I think what's happened here is the cat is finally at the vet. They finally finagled a way where this organization that pays for these cats to have these surgeries, these strays, and different things like that, I think they figured if I didn't have to pay for it, maybe we'd get to keep that cat. So what they don't know is we're going to get to keep the cat anyways, and whatever organization they're working with that's doing this great work, we're going to figure out a way to get them some money here in the coming days, because it sounds like what they're doing is pretty awesome. So I'm going to look into that. I'll give you all an update. There's been a lot of people asking me on Instagram and on here about the cat, and we're going to tell you what's going on. I think it's going to need to lose that tail. I can't imagine. It's a sad little creature, but hopefully it's getting better, and I don't know if they've got it here today or not. So maybe we'll throw it on the end of the video, or maybe we'll put it on tomorrow. So we'll give you a little update there. And we sold something that the prices are going up on lately, I've noticed, and some things that I'm going to start looking for more and more. And my wife told me the prices were going up on these things as well. So that's kind of cool. And I'll let you know what that is. And I sold a Christmas item, one of the very few that I have left. And we'll talk about that for a minute as well. Let's take a look at what else sold. Hey, first one up is this Avon. I don't even remember what this thing's called. Peony, I think it is what it says on the bottom, if my eyes haven't failed me. And it's full. I paid $1 for this one, sold for $14 plus shipping on this one. All right, here is a nutcracker. I don't know. I think you have to type in like nutcracker, I don't know, wood, bark, something. I don't know. And it's nothing amazing, nothing special, but it's got the cracker and then the 6 picks. I paid $2 for it, sold it for $15 plus shipping. All right, it's about time for jackets to start selling a little bit better. This one here is, I want to see what it's got on it. This is leather right here, I think. It is definitely suede. And this one is going out for $31.45 plus shipping. You might be like, what in the world? What kind of a price is $31.45? Well, it was on 10% discount, so I don't know exactly where the starting point was, but this one's been in the store for quite a while, and I am happy that it sold, and it is going to be, I think, probably the 4th or 5th oldest piece of clothing. That's the second thing that has sold out of the very, very back end of our clothing closet, and I'm really happy about it. So it's a big, heavy one. It's not going to be able to fit in a padded flat rate, unfortunately. But most jackets don't. Jeans and stuff will, but jackets won't. I'm going to probably end up putting this one in a giant poly bag and putting it in a 12 by 12 by 8 box is probably how I'm going to ship it. By the way, that reminds me of the video that came out on Tuesday. At the very end, I packaged up something really quick. I used to put that on the end of every video, but to be honest, it takes a lot of time. And when I'm back at school, I don't have the time to do that. But people were asking me, what were you packaging up? It was a skateboard. I sold a skateboard. And I was showing you, I used the Walmart medium-sized box, and I cut a slit down the middle of it right there, and basically roll the thing up, and then create 2 end caps for it and tape it on there. And it's the perfect size to do a skateboard like that, and I've done it a few times. And I put it on Instagram and talked my way through it, and you can go over there to Instagram and check that out if you want to see how to ship a skateboard. All right, this one right here was $15.92 at Walmart. We got it for $2, and the $2 sticker I just pulled off. So we're not making a ton of money on this. And the medium ones were going out for 4 ounces. So we were making pretty darn good money on those. We're still making $7, $8, maybe $7.50 on these, and we bought 150 of them. All right, I'm going to grab a couple things from the back and a couple things from over here in the media shelf, and then we're going to show you one big giant sale right there, and then a gift from a viewer, and then we'll go inside and hit some inside sales. All right, first one I think is right here in our SKUs, our YouTuber SKUs, and I think it is in the Lot of Josh. Lot of Josh, you get a lot of press for not putting out any videos, man. We wish you the best right there. I hope you're doing great. All right, so this is just an M&M card case. I bought this at a sale that I just edited. We won't see it for another week or so on the Commonwealth Picker channel. But I bought a bag right as I was exiting this one garage sale. I saw this little bag for $1, and it had 4 sets of cards in it. And I saw this one was sealed, and then it had like a handy clicker. You see this thing right here? Had that thing right there in that bag as well. And it was $1. And I'm like, you know what? I sell cards in my booth often, just little playing cards like this. And there was one Amtrak set in there that was used. I'm like, you know, I'm going to pay $1 for this bag. In the booze, I'll make like $4 or $5, which is nothing amazing, but it's something. I figured this would sell on eBay because it's new and sealed, and it did, $5.50 plus shipping. And then this thing over here sells for like $10 free shipping. So, you know, we're not going to make a ton of money on that, but when everything sells out of that little bag, it's going to be easily $15 profit, something like that. All right, next item is over here in the media shelf, and it is the only, I think, yep, it's the only PlayStation game we have left. This is Dance Dance Revolution. I had 2 of these. This one has got a little crack in it, and this one sold for $7.95 plus shipping on it, and it is pure profit because we bought it in that PlayStation lot not too long ago at a sale. All right, one more sale over here in the media shelf, but I want to talk about it first. So, if you've seen Natalie out there garage sailing with me, she one day found a ton of homeschool stuff, and she said she hit the jackpot. Not all homeschool stuff is great, but a lot of it is really, really good. And right now, homeschooling is, you know, the thing across the nation. Not just traditional homeschooling for kids that are always homeschooled, like mine are now, but for kids that aren't traditionally homeschooled, happen to be at home, and their parents have made the decision for the time being to homeschool them. And so that stuff's in high demand, and the prices have gone up. Now, the school year has started, but some people have started using certain materials and they don't like it. And so they're researching and trying to buy other things. My wife buys things from time to time, and I get the bill for them. I'm like, holy moly, that was on eBay and we paid that much? So if you find decent homeschool stuff, if you find any homeschool stuff, look it up and see how much money it's worth. These right here sold for pretty decent money for a Goodwill buy, and I'll let you take a look. All right, these are hooked on phonics. It's not necessarily homeschool stuff, but it kind of is, right? You know, for kids that are learning how to read and whatnot. Now, this particular set, I paid $2.99 for it, I believe is what we paid for it. It was really cheap. I couldn't believe it was that cheap. I was pretty happy with it, but when I took them out, nobody wanted to list them, right? My wife didn't want to go through it. I didn't want to go through it, make sure everything's there. I finally did, and everything wasn't there. So I was looking at comps thinking, you know, I'm going to get like $50 for these things plus shipping. Ended up getting 30 because out of this whole big thing, there's like 3 books missing out of 25. So that's a pretty good little sale. And these will go out media mail. These are all educational. There's cassettes and books and pamphlets. It's basically all it is. So pretty decent little profit on that, even though it's not as much as I thought we were going to make. All right, last thing is something that if you've been around the show for a long time, you've seen me sell a bunch of. And it's almost perfect here. It's coming up on October, getting really, really close to October. And I buy Christmas trees every year from Walmart at the 75% off clearance, and we don't make a ton of money on them. But I try to buy the perfect amount that they'll be gone by next Christmas. And I think we have 2 left after this sale right here. All right, so here it is. Basically, we buy these things for about $10. Buy them for $10, and they sell for $39.95. I can't remember. It depends. I think we sell the white ones for a little bit more. I think these are $39 plus shipping on that, and they go out FedEx. And I just ship them as is. I put a little extra tape on there, and I ship them just the way they are. I do put a little caveat in the listing that says, hey, if you don't want them shipped like that, let me know, and I'll put a black bag around it. Some people buy these things as gifts and whatnot, so you just don't want to ship it just like it is, but I put that in the description. I'm going to ship it just like it is, so I don't have to do any work at all. But occasionally somebody will ask me to box it up or to put something, a wrap around it so that it can't be identified. Not a huge profit, but, you know, if you can make $20 profit on something like this, I think it's worth it because it's multiple listings, right? It's one listing of like, I think I bought like 8 or 9 of these last year. And so, you know, you make $180 and you really don't have to do much. Take a picture, one listing, and then slap the FedEx sticker on it. It's not too bad. Calculated shipping. All right, let me read this one right here. It says, Kevin, Holly, and I would like to thank you for the videos and information you put out. We too are country, the thumb of Michigan. That's 20 miles to anything. That is the absolute truth right around here. 20 miles to anything. Although there's a Walmart 7 miles away. Not much else around there, but there is a Walmart. And they write a very nice message, and I really do appreciate it. But check this out right here. Holly and Mark Richardson flipping chicken. Bard Rock General Store. And I believe they said somewhere in here, if I've got this correct, he says he's sort of retired and Holly is a full-time dog groomer. And Reagan would love that. So check this out, y'all. Here's the package. Look at this. I first saw it, I'm like, oh, it's an IKEA bag they decorated. And I'm like, no, that's not what that is. This is a chicken feed bag that somebody has sewn. I'm assuming y'all have sewn it. And this is an awesome little, looks like maybe 10 gallon, no, maybe not that much, 5 gallon little bag made out of a chicken feed bag. I'm going to show that to Reagan and she's going to love it. They tease me a little bit about not having a bag at garage sales. I don't have bags at garage sales. It's not because I don't have bags, clearly. It's because I don't bring them to the garage sale. I had a video I was editing the other day. I'm like, all right, I'm bringing this bag to this garage sale. It means it's going to be the worst garage sale in the world. And it turned out to be just that. Didn't need the bag. Thank y'all. Hey, had a Bonanza sale right here. 2 of these Pink Paradise, or Paradise Pink and Pink Shimmer signature Mary Kay lipsticks. They sold for $28.33 over there on Bonanza. So somebody bought 2. And I've talked about Bonanza a few times, and I get tons of questions about Bonanza. This is only my 6th and 7th sale on Bonanza. So I don't want you to think it's a bonanza, okay? But it's easy. And it's easy to set up. I can't remember, but I think I spent a half an hour doing it. And I haven't done anything since except for get the alert and ship the item. It is easy. And that's just not some guy saying it's easy. That's somebody who hates setting new things up saying that. And so people ask, could you go into more detail about it? I don't know that there's that much more detail to go into about it, to be honest with you. There's not that many videos out there. I suppose I could make a video. I have a link in the description. I think at the very, very bottom I have a link. And I took somebody else's link. I can't remember whose link I took. It was either Show Me Pickers. I don't know if a couple of pickers, I might have heard about it on a couple of pickers first. I don't know if they even have a link, but at any rate, I used somebody's link. And I set it up right through the link. And I might have clicked on a tutorial video. I might not have. I don't think it was that hard. I think it was really easy. So I love it. It's not many sales, but it is no more work. And it automatically lists and delists items that are already on eBay or Amazon if you're an Amazoner. There's no fuss with it. So I think it's worth looking into and seeing if you can make a few more sales a month. You never know. Who knows? I think out of those few people who have done it, I got feedback from some saying, thank you, I've sold a few items, that's awesome. And one person said, I haven't sold any in a month. So who knows? I don't know. More Mary Kay. Oil Control Lotion Formula 3. Blue Ridge Mama listed all this stuff. $21.95 on this one. I think it was free shipping, but I didn't write it down, so I'm not positive for this one. All right, just looked. It was free shipping on that one, but it's pure profit. All of that right there I just described was pure profit. And the lipsticks, we bought a bag of that stuff. We spent $10 on everything. We're going to make a bunch of money, far more than I thought. Initially, I thought, $100, $150. Blue Ridge Mama will take, a few hours to list it. So it wasn't amazing, but we're going to make $200-$300, maybe even more. Some of those lipstick are going for like $30. Anyway, here's a Danville Braves hat. It is a new era hat. Still has the sticker. It is small, 6 7/8. It is a minor league hat. This is a rookie league team, and Keith bought it from Minnesota. He says, hi, Kevin, wanted this hat because the minor league team doesn't exist anymore. A loyal fan of your channel. God bless you and your family, Keith from Minnesota. So, Keith, well, I don't know that that's true, to be honest with you. I think it is on the chopping block. It may very well not exist anymore, but I don't think they made that decision yet. I could be wrong, but a lot of the rookie leagues are phasing out. Most Major League Baseball teams have one AAA team, a AA team, and then they have multiple single A and rookie league short season A-ball teams that they have. So a lot of teams will have up to 5 minor league teams. 6 at times, I think, because they have rookie leagues and then they have short season A-ball. So there's multiple teams. There's not just one AAA, one AA, one single A. That's not how they do it. Well, this is a lower level short season A-ball team. It's usually very young kids coming from, you know, the Dominican or places like that, mixed in with some young college guys or even some high school guys that have been drafted in the last year or two. It is a nice hat, and when I used to coach baseball, I used to coach in that stadium a couple times a year. We'd play a high school team from Danville down there, and we got to play in that stadium, so that was pretty neat right there. But I have a sneaking suspicion, Keith, that you're right. That team will probably not come back. All right, this one is going out to Ann. I had another one going out to Loudy Lou, I think is the name, but you didn't leave a message. So my husband and I are regular watchers, and she says she's been garage sailing since she was 14 months old, as my mother likes to say, and my husband thinks I should finally make something of it. I do love how you teach your kids. Many thanks, Ann. eBay name is whitefam_69. I know jokes here. Yeah, seriously, what? Please forgive any typos. I'm dyslexic. Okay, I probably shouldn't have read that. And thank you so much. We do appreciate it, and I will do my best, I think you say, to sign it right there, and maybe the fam signs it. So, and about me teaching my kids, if you really watch carefully, it's sometimes about my kids teaching me, especially Reagan. All right, this one's going out to John. He says, hey, Kevin, a heartfelt thank you for your videos. Blue Ridge Mama and the kids, please sign Mr. Enaman. That's giving an awful lot of respect to him for sure. I have also purchased a sticker and t-shirt. God bless you. Trust in Jesus. You can't go wrong, John. All right, John, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And thank you so much for the purchase out of our store and for the purchase of this Enaman. I hope he gets things moving for you. Appreciate it. All right, this one's going out to Christy. Buying 2 of these. So there's 2 of these. I never pick up 2 because I never read these until I actually read them. So the sales can become more regular. I have too much crap. And hopefully this, we go from Jesus to crap here. Hopefully this will help things flow smoothly. A good cleansing is in order. But you just keep piling those on, don't you? Thank you, Christy. We appreciate it. And he's headed your way. And his little partner is headed your way as well. And we appreciate it. All right, this one's going to the New England Pickers here. Hello, Kevin. Thank you for the great videos. Watch both of your channels. We are full-time sellers, but part-time eBay sellers. We are now selling much more on eBay, adding Enaman to the shelf at the warehouse to help out. We've been picking since 1988. We started our estates and do house cleanouts business in 2014. Thank you, Chris and Leah from New England Pickers and debris removal. Awesome. That is a giant task. I thought about doing that a long time ago, you know, and thinking, you know, cleanouts, and there's kind of a deal there. You know, if you live in a college town, it might work, and you know, different stuff like that. I thought, you know, this is probably a pretty good gig, but you know, there is a lot of work, as I'm sure you guys can attest to it in there for sure. And you know, I tease about having my kids work for me all the time, but they couldn't do work like that, I'm sure. So thank y'all, and he's headed your way. All right, and there is one headed out to Irene. And Irene, you're gonna have to forgive me. You left a message, I think, on the other messaging system, and I can't find it. I think maybe I replied, and at any rate, I'm sorry, and I know you left it somewhere. And if you don't mind sending me a message, and I'll read it out. But Irene, thank you so much. We appreciate it, and he is headed your way. All right, I am going to say goodbye from in here like we always do, but we're probably headed back out there to do something. I'm not quite sure what yet, but thank you as always for coming in and spending a little bit of time with me and with my family. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. All right, we have Reagan with us today, and we have a Homeschool Hustler store sale. Who's that? Sully, and I can't remember how much it's sold for. No, I do remember. $10.95, free shipping. So I figured $1.50 in fees or so. Paid 50 cents for it. $3 to ship it. We'll make $5-6 on it. It's not too bad. That's enough for you. I'll tell you what, Reagan has been so nice to let Turner do most of these Homeschool Hustler store sales because she has been working her butt off for the CommonwealthPicker.com store. And you got a sale out. Actually, you had a few. But we're getting this one ready to go because it's got to go out right now, and then we'll do the others a little later and put them on tomorrow's show. So who do you have on this one?
Lottie, I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Hopefully we pronounce that. Lottie. All right, and she bought an Enaman and also bought, what did she buy? She bought a mug
and a sticker.
And a sticker. That's right. And we'll throw in some more stickers, won't we? Okay, and you got us, did you sign a card? We got to have you sign a card, don't you? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, thank you, Reagan.
And don't forget to get your sticker and t-shirt at CommonwealthPicker.com.
Bye.
Bye.